Oh, you just love weekends, don't you? It's that day of the week again when we explore and appreciate green ideas and innovations. This is Going Green. According to Yale University's 2010 Environmental Performance Index, or EPI, the Philippines scored an impressive 65.7 points when it comes to the management of air pollution. This puts the country in the third spot in Southeast Asia and 50th in the whole world when it comes to anti-air pollution campaigns. Now, Coca-Cola is doing its bit by putting up the country's first living and breathing billboard. The billboard not only greenifies the urban jungle, but it also helps absorb air pollution. To tell us more about this, we have JB Bailon and Joanna Hife from Coca-Cola and botanist Anthony Gao, who now joins us in the studio. Good morning, people.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Actually, I've known JB from in another field, another field,
Yes.
sports. But let's talk about the billboard. First and foremost, Mr. Bailon, why go into a billboard that is green?
Well, first of all, I think it's expected now of us, of corporations, to be socially responsible. And we all know that one of the biggest problems we have in Metro Manila, if not in the Philippines, is air pollution. So, well, I'm sure you'd love a green billboard, right? So why not a green billboard for...
The storyboard up. With this, how did the process evolve?
Well, Joe dreamt about it. And but the creative idea was, how do we bring alive our commitment for sustainability, right? So the idea of a unique, one of its kind, I guess, in the world, hopefully, if not in the country, billboard came up. No? And the idea of using plants. And I think Anthony here can tell you that it took us, 20 days to grow the plants, 10 days to move it to the cases, 10 days to put it up. So it was a 40-day project to do that, but you see what the result was.
Joanna, as I've mentioned a while ago, for a soft drink product like Coca-Cola, going green and doing a billboard of this nature is totally unexpected.
Right.
And with you embarking on this project, give us a short synopsis of how you were able to arrive at this particular idea.
Right. Actually, it's the inspiration behind this is our commitment on what we call Live Positively. It's our commitment to integrate sustainability into everything that we do. And as part of this commitment, we have had a long-standing partnership with WWF on environmental protection, particularly on watershed protection, as well as Earth Hour. So we wanted to have an iconic representation of that long-standing partnership, which is now the Green Billboard.
Okay, now Anthony, give us a sample of how you were able to get the plants on. Actually, you're using the Fukien tea plant. How were you able to discover the Fukien tea plant?
Sir, kasi I'll just get sample.
Sige. Paano mo nalaman itong Fukien tea plant magaling para sa environment?
Sige.
Bakit?
Ito po kasing Fukien tea plant, kaya pinili namin siya. Kasi siya yung, kumbaga, isa siya sa mga hardy plants po. So, kaya niyang i-withstand yung environment po sa Metro Manila. So, yung pollution, tapos sobrang init, tapos yung konting moisture. So, makaka-withstand po itong halaman natin. Ang maganda naman sa kanya is, kumbaga parang mag-green siya, tapos pwede siyang gawin na, actually parang bonsai material po siya, and convert po natin siya sa ganito. And once na-establish po siya, once na kumapal po, the more na yung absorbing power po niya sa carbon dioxide, magagawa po niya. Parang ganun.
Hindi ba maging mahirap para gawan ng paraan upang mailagay yung mga halaman nakatayo doon sa billboard? Okay. You have a very, very the height of the billboard is quite high, and to plan out how the design would be, wasn't that a big production for you?
Ayan. Actually, medyo mahirap po kasi if titingnan po nyo, yung mismong pagtanim natin is medyo unconventional. Dapat yung tanim natin is sa ibabaw.
Dito sa side.
Pag ganun
Apo, pero dito tinanim po namin siya dito pa side.
Okay.
So once na sinabit po natin siya dun sa mismong structure, pag ganito po. So pag nakatingin sa atin is nakaharap yung plant po. Parang ganun.
Ilang materials na, okay, marami nagsasabi, ito pinakita mo sa amin, ito, bote ng Coca-Cola na plastic to. Ilang ganito ginamit niyo?
Actually, ang pinagsimulan po namin before, nagpaipon kami ng yung mga ganito, mga empty PET bottles po. Siguro mga 5,000 piraso. And then, isa-isa po, parang kinut out po namin siya para i-design sa pot. And then, ito naman po, nagawa kami nilagyan po namin siya ng drain. Tapos pa parang nag-cut out kami dito sa side. Para dito natin ilalagay yung plant.
More or less, magkano ginasta nyo para magawa to lang?
Ayan.
Less than your salary.
Talaga? Uy! That's why ang maliit lang actually yun. Pero, no, but give us a round of, give us a figure, more or less.
Well, except for the rental, around 800,000 pesos.
Wow. And more or less, a usual, give us a figure of how much a usual
Typical
a
billboard.
typical billboard ad would cost.
I think about $500,000. So this is slightly more expensive.
Okay, but what would be the benefits? How much pollution is it taking out of the environment?
Okay. Actually, sir, may study kasi, per plant daw po is parang, if yung average na is 13 pounds daw po ng carbon dioxide, yung kaya niyang i-absorb
Per plant.
Per plant. So parang sa billboard na to, gumamit po tayo ng 3,600 plants. So i-multiply lang, parang gano'n. Pero actually po, sir, kumbaga parang kasi ako yung challenge ko is, nung una kasi tinanong ako if, kumbaga, if yung success po, yung first, is yung mabubuhay yung billboard, kumbaga parang sobrang pinaghirapan na namin yun. Pero once yung na-set up na po namin, ang mas maganda pala siguro is yung pagtitingnan niyo po yung mga mukha nung tumitingin dun sa billboard and naa-amaze sila. Parang mas nakakatuwa pala po.
Ako, personally, my reaction was, ako namamangha ako eh. Dahil, una-una, sabi mo nga, ang tubo ng nangalaman pag ganyan. Ito pasay.
Ayun.
And how you were able to like make it grow and grow at the same time without disrupting the design of the billboard. Kasi may nakaukit na bote na Coca-Cola sa gitna yan eh. Yun ang nakakatuwa doon dahil hindi nasisira yung ukit ng bote ng Coca-Cola sa gitna.
Ayun.
So how much does it take to maintain
Ayan.
the entire billboard?
Actually, sir, kumbaga parang ngayon po is, pag nagdidilig po kami, is may mga hose po siya, may drip irrigation yan. Pero siguro po, nagsastart kami mag-water po, siguro mga 4 o'clock a.m., may mga tao na po kami pumupunta doon.
How do you water the plants? As in manually?
Sir,
ginaganon o-
may system po siya. May system po.
Okay. What is the system?
Ang ginamit po namin dito is parang fertigation. So, parang ibig sabihin is, we irrigate and we fertilize at the same time. So, parang yung pagkain po ng halaman, yung fertilizers nila, hinahalo na namin sa water na ididilig sa kanila. So, parang, kumbaga parang simple hydroponics po. So, kasama na yung fertilizer. Actually, if nakaset up siya, parang
sige.
ganito.
We have a sample here of how
ito po yung,
it looks.
ay medyo itsura ng parang prototype po.
Oo.
So, parang nakaganyan na yung halaman, parang nakadesign na siya. And then, meron po siyang line ng hose dito sa ibabaw.
Na hindi
Hindi mo nakikita just
Yes,
because of
apo.
the plants
Yes,
that
sir.
are in front of them. So there's a hose
Okay.
that is right behind the
Yes, sir.
plants. here.
Tapos po, parang every pot po, may butas siyang bawat isa.
Okay.
And
So
then-
there are tubes
Okay.
in for each and every pot.
Apo, parang nakadextrose po yung mga halaman.
Controlled
okay.
rin yung
Ayun.
Controlled yung distribution ng
Water po and
ng
yung
water and the nutrients
Yes, sir.
and the fertilizer.
Yes, sir.
Wow, amazing. Okay, are there any plans, Mr. Bailon, of putting up more billboards not only in Metro Manila but across the country?
Well, that's the challenge. Actually, I was talking to Anthony earlier and Joe about a proposal to make the whole wall of Forbes Park along EDSA, something like this. But something we have to talk about because Joe would have to find the money for that. No, but the point is, this billboard has raised the bar,
Oh,
not
yes.
only for us but for everybody else, and that's the challenge.
Yep.
How does this go now with the environment? Are you being involved with the environment and the consciousness of the soft drinking public now being aware of your plight, of your cause? Would that be synonymous to the product now being thought of or looked upon as a more environmentally conscious company?
Well, I hope that they realize that Coca-Cola, like any other leader, like ANC, has a responsibility for society, and we're just trying to live up to that responsibility. And those who want to help, the more you consume of these, the more
Okay.
the more we can
Sturdy
put up,
tibak.
right? So,
Because an empty bottle means
Sure.
more materials for you.
Sure.
Okay. Paano yan, Anthony, if there are natural calamities like storms or let's say may malakas na hangin?
Okay.
Paano yan?
Ayan. So, ganito actually nakakatuwa nga po eh. Parang, when it comes to the billboard po, yung sa Coke billboard po, pag nagta-typhoon po, sobrang okay. Kasi, kumbaga parang nadidilig po siya ng maganda. Lahat po ng billboards sa iba is nag-roll down. Kami po, nandun lang yung billboard namin. And so far, ilang bagyo na po yung dumaan, wala pong nagda-damage po or nahuhulog na halaman or something.
You know, all I can say that the people who live about meter, 2 meters from that billboard is breathing cleaner air every day.
Yes.
And hopefully you can build more so that more of us can breathe cleaner air. So thank you very much, Joanna, Mr. Bailon.
Thank you.
Anthony, thank you.
thank you pa.
Okay, now, maybe you have the next great green idea. Do you have any out-of-this-world plan to save the planet? Let us know. Tell us what you're doing to help the environment. Send in your pictures and thoughts to ancgoinggreen@gmail.com and get the chance to be featured here where we are going green.